Welcome to Introvert Rockstars Podcast, a podcast to help save men from themselves and from women.
I can feel it in the air. I can hear it in your voice. I can see it in your eyes. We have got to break away. Let ourselves go. Nothing can stop us now. So many things we've got to get to know. The boat's gonna keep on turning. Everything's gonna be alright, alright, alright. The sun's gonna keep on shining. Let it shine. Not like turn on the light. We believe right away. Let's make it tonight. It feels alright, 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 alright. Yeah, just to be loved. Everybody says you and me, babe, got a whole lot of something going on. Yes, we have.
What's poppin', what's poppin', what's poppin'. Happy Sunday. By the time y'all get this audio, it'll be Sunday night. You know, you probably laying in your bed, you probably chilling, kicking your feet up, rubbing your feet together, you know. And to my women, to the women that's watching this show, when I say protect men from women, I don't say protect men, as an attack or hatred. I said protect men from women that try to use men, women that take away the innocence of men, women that lie, those type of women. So if you're a good woman, hey, that's not for you, but you're welcome, but be respectful, because this is a podcast for men, because like I say, we love y'all, but sometimes y'all y'all take us there, y'all take us there. We gotta do all this, but it's cool. Like I say, we love y'all. But yeah, man, it's been a good 2 days. I got 2 days off. I actually like this gig, man. But I don't want to brag on 'em too much, because when you brag on a gig, you know how it go. They start showing their ass. But it's actually going good, man. And I'm just happy to be back on the West Coast, man. And it's crazy how life works, because I was going to live in New York and stuff like that, but life brought me back to the West, and you just never know. So when you're going through a bad time in life, man, try to find the positive in it. Try to find the positive in it, and try to make a way out of no way. And you're going to need some help. And I'm not saying like borrowing money, and sometimes you might even need that, but make sure you're treating the people in your life right. Make sure you're checking on them daily. Because when stuff happens in your life, they gonna be the ones checking on you. So when people be like, oh man, people don't check on me, maybe that's because you don't check on people. So make sure you check on people, man. Make sure you're there for people. Make sure you treat people right, because guess what? When you fall on bad times, they will be right there for you for the most part. They're going to be right there for you. That's very important. But I want to talk about this tonight, man. I feel like I'm behind in life. And I feel that we all go through this stage at a certain point in our life. And these days, it can happen even younger. You got dudes 21, 22 that feel like they behind in life. I'm like, wait, what? But that's because social media, man. Social media's got us looking at other people's lives, how they living. They living perfect. They going on vacation. This summer, everybody on vacation. Everybody at the beach. Everybody overseas. Everybody living. And you feel like you behind. You feel like you should be living that life. You feel like you waste a lot of time. Trust me, I understand. I get it. But you cannot look at life like that. But if you do look at it like that, you gotta let some stuff motivate you. You gotta change the way you think about it. You gotta let some stuff motivate you, because you're not behind in life. You are where you are for a reason. And 9 times out of 10, you learned a lot of lessons, and you right there. But we're gonna talk about it, man. And I was talking to this woman on Instagram. Me and her cool as hell, man. She do photography. She's from Baltimore, cool chick, man. And she was just telling me that the older she's getting, she's getting discouraged about life and stuff. And I was just thinking, and I'm like, 9 times out of 10, bro, it's like social media, or it's the standards that society's set for us, and that's for men and women. So, and we're looking at everybody else's life, and we stop focusing on ours, and we start comparing. Okay, they are married, I'm not. They're doing this, they're on vacation, I'm not. You can't do that, because the longer you do that, the more time you waste on your own life. So when you getting discouraged in life, that's really a sign for you to start bettering yourself, but from the inside out. That means you got to start making a way for new habits. That means you got to kill the old habits. So that means you got to kill the old version of you. It's like the iPhone. Every time this shit update, you got to keep updating. And now, the more phones they make, it seems like it update every month. So these days, you gotta keep updating yourself. You gotta keep updating yourself. So you gotta get new habits. You gotta talk to new people. You've been talking to the same miserable people for 10 years, for 5 years, for 4 years. The same miserable people. They not bringing nothing. You're not benefiting from them or nothing. So you gotta switch that up. And this podcast ain't gonna be long, man. I gotta do some videos after this, but it's gonna be very detailed, But another thing, like I said, you watching social media. That's really the overall thing, man. Social media. See, what I learned is, and it's crazy, on semen retention, you learn shit like this. For the men, bro, semen retention, bro, it's gonna give you all the answers you need. You can get on semen retention, and you can stop watching my videos, because you go understand, you go already know what I'm about to say. You're gonna already know. It's gonna change the stuff you want to listen to. Man, when I'm on YouTube now, I can't even scroll, man, because it's all trash. And I try to change my algorithm, but still, DJ Academics, all goofy stuff. And like I said, they want you to be interested in everybody else's life. You listen to YouTubers gossiping about this rapper, this artist, and what are you doing in your life? Your life passing you by, and you listening to gossip middle of the day, and you working. You listen to gossip when you should be building something, when you should be studying for something. But that's the way it is. So you gotta want to change that. You know, instead, what I do when I'm driving, because with this company right here, I don't really text and drive like I used to. Because in Cali, they got hills. When I say hills, they got hills. These hills different. Ain't no texting and driving, son. Ain't none of that. So what I do, I'm back to listening to audiobooks, man. I ain't do that shit in so long, but it feels so good to be learning something new, to put something new in your brain. Everything on the internet is oversaturated, man. All the gossip channels is oversaturated. People make those channels because they know it's quick money. It's quick money because people want to hear about gossip. The basic person want to hear about celebrity gossip. The basic of the basic. So you gotta set yourself apart. You gotta feed your soul stuff with knowledge. And that's gonna make, I'm telling you, it's gonna make you feel good because you learning something new, and then your brain just gonna be excited as a motherfucker. You just gonna be excited about life. And the next thing is, when you feeling like you behind in life, patience versus the short term. And I know it's hard to have patience these days because they got us addicted to getting things fast. They got us addicted to social media when we was young. They trick kids. A lot of kids had cell phones when they was in middle school. I remember I was in high school and I saw kids in elementary school with phones. I'm like, wait, I'm 16. I just got my first phone. These kids was in elementary school with phones, man. These kids was in middle school with phones. And a lot of you probably had phones in middle school. So like, that phone is really a part of your soul. A phone is really a part of who you are. So like, I get it. I'm not that far behind not to get it. I get it. But you can use that social media in a good way, or you could use it in the way that's going to make you waste your life. And the best way to use it is to still be learning. And you don't have to learn 24/7 like a nerd. I know we got to have time for some entertainment because we only human. But for the most part, man, to change your life, to change your thought process, to discipline yourself, you got to change the stuff you listen to. Because that's going to have you feeling like you behind in life. A lot of things we do make us feel like we behind. You're not actually behind. You got time, but you wasting it. And I had to tell myself that. I said, oh no more podcasts about no more podcasts about celebs, no more podcasts about gossip, no more messy stuff, bro. Just straight knowledge and learning. And I get up feeling so good, man. So learn patience. It's okay. Trust me. For me, it's hard too. Especially when you got anxiety. You like biting your nails off. You like doing all kind of weird shit. Because everybody got their own thing when they have anxiety. Everybody got their own little thing. And don't let nobody tell you that anxiety ain't for... Look, it got people taking pills to kill their anxiety. People they smoking weed a lot to kill their anxiety. Trust me. Nobody is perfect. But learn patience. Put yourself through it, man. It's hard, especially when you addicted to social media, when you addicted to all kind of stuff. It's hard to have that patience, especially when you know what you want. But have fun taking your time. Have fun building it, man. Have fun. A lot of people a lot of people do know, I think. A lot of actors and some writers, man, a lot of them become popular or they get a big role in their 40s. When they hit 40, that's when everything comes together. A lot of people that listens to my, I'm talking fast as hell, that listens to my podcast, a lot of people are in their 20s, early 30s. You got some in their late 30s, but you got time. But the thing you want to do with your time is build a body of work. Build a body of work so when your time comes, you going to be prepared for whatever you do. You got people like Samuel L. Jackson. This dude worked for 10 years after his first debut. He was on a movie. But after that, he was just doing like stage plays and stuff for 10 years until he turned 40 and he did a show with Spike Lee. I think it was Do the Right Thing. 40 years old, and that's when he started getting all his movies from that one movie. But he had a body of work. He was 40 years old when he started that. So you good. You good. Don't let social media trick you, man, that you got to become an overnight success, that it got to happen fast. Nah, you got time. You just got to use your time wisely. You know, you got to put that body of work in. That's very important because talking is cheap, you know, and we all been in that state. We would just talk. Nah, you got to put that body of work in. If you famous or not, if you where you want to be at or not, you still got to put that work in. You know, nothing in this life is just given. You know, and you got people like Steve Carell, and he played in, I think it was the 40-year-old version. The 40-year-old version, and he played in another movie. What that movie was? Damn, I forgot that movie. No, it was I think it was a series, the Office. That shit funny as hell. And he got that shit when he was 40. His late 30s, that's when he just started like getting seen. But he had that body of work leading up to small stuff, the little small stuff. That's what it takes. I had a video a long time ago when I was when I first was in Arizona, talking about brick by brick. When you building your house, one brick at a time, brick by brick. That's it. And I had to remind myself that, hey man, slow down. Go where you want to go and just be patient. But while you patient, put in the work. Put in the work while you being patient. That's it. You know, so you're not behind, man. It's all up here. You feel behind because you know what you're supposed to be doing and you're not doing it. If you was doing it, you might feel a little behind, but you'll feel good that you actually doing the work. That's it. You know? So it's a lot of things that have us like that too. You know, you feel like you let your parents down. You're not where you're supposed to be at in life. You know, you thought you would be further in life. You probably thought you'd be married. You probably thought you'd have kids right now. You know, you probably thought you'd be rich in the NFL or in the NBA, all that stuff. You know, and it's normal to like have regrets and stuff like that. You know, it's normal. But to live in it and to keep living and replaying it, I'm telling you, it's going to eat you alive. The older you get, it's going to keep eating you alive. Create a new movie. That's it. Create a new movie. You know, rebuild your life. That's it. You don't have to live off of one thought that you had when you was a kid or when you was in high school. You can keep recreating yourself because you constantly evolving. You're not the same. So just constantly evolve, constantly recreate yourself, you know, but do it for real. Do it righteously. That's the most important part, you know, and this for my fellas, man. When you feel like you're behind in life, you're going to want to get sex. You're going to want to watch porn all the time, you know, just to feel good. But my advice, man, is to take a break from women, at least a year. Take a break from having sex with them. Take a break from kissing them. Take a break from pillow talking about, you know, when you talk to them, talk to them about life. Start talking to them about life. Nothing sexual for a whole year. Just talk about life when you talk to them. That's it. Cause the biggest thing, our biggest distraction, man, is that hairy vagina. That hairy kitty cat is our biggest distraction, man. It'll take down a whole village, man. That hairy kitty cat, bro, is our biggest distraction. Once we figure out how to not put that on a pedestal, we'll be good. And like I say, I'm gonna keep preaching it, man. Semen retention. The more and more you do it, the shit gets hard. pause, but when I say hard, I mean it gets complicated. You know, each day you wake up, you like, man, I just wanna, you know, but the man you trying to become, you can't just be out here just giving everybody your energy. You gotta keep that energy to create. You gotta keep building, you know. And then we go through life, and this important too. We go through life faking the image. We go through life faking like we happy, faking like we got it all together. And we all go through that stage too. You know, where you trying to fake it till you make it, all that bullshit. Don't do that, man. Live in your truth. You gotta move back in with your mama to save up, to stack up, to hustle. Do that. But really be doing that. If you gotta live in your car to build yourself back up, to get back to where you used to be, or to get the life that you need, man, sleep in your car. But don't act like you got your life together. That's the biggest downfall. Cause then you ain't gonna have nobody on your side. Cause you can't be honest with nobody. When you hit a downfall, who can you really talk to? Because everybody think you had it together, but you been sleeping in your car. You had to move back with your parents. So always live in your truth, man. Cause that's gonna help when you look in that mirror in the morning or at night. That's gonna help you and your conscience. Not for everybody else. Do that for you. You know, so oh man. I be going on and on and on. But like I was saying, it's a lot of people, even writers, man. You know, you got writers like Toni Morrison. I think she wrote a book called The Blue Eyes, and she published it at 40 years old. And she won a Nobel Prize. 40 years old, and she published the book. And I think she was working in some kind of other field. I forgot what field she was working in. And won a Nobel Prize. 40. A lot of things come late. You know why? Because you living right now, you making mistakes. And the mistakes you making are needed to get you to that next level. Because every mistake you make, you learning. So it's really like it's like a lesson that you have to learn to keep applying to where you're trying to get to. And once I understood that, I stopped being so hard on myself. I stopped judging myself. You know, because those mistakes are important. You want to avoid them as much as possible, but the ones you can't avoid, hey, cool, I got to take that. You know? So she was 40 years old, wrote her first book, and it got published. Because she had a body of work. She was writing her whole life. She was still writing. Even though she didn't publish a book, she was still writing. You got people like James A. Michener. This dude wrote 40 books at the age of 40. 40 books at the age of 40. All that knowledge he acquired in his 20s, 30s, teens. All that knowledge he acquired. And 40, he just went all out. That's it, man. That's the life. As you get older, you go gain so much knowledge. The thing you gotta do is you gotta match that energy to that knowledge. You can't get comfortable. You can't get lazy. So never feel like you behind in life, man. When you feel like you behind in life, you just start doing more. You just start do the small things. Start doing the small things. Start getting back to the basics in life. You know, because you don't want to be out here giving up because you think you behind in life. And before I go, I want to say this again. With social media, man, change the stuff you watch. Change. If you follow people that's always bragging, always talking about how much they got, always showing material stuff, unfollow them. Unfollow them. You don't want to see none of that. Because it's all about perception. Everybody sees the world differently at the same. So that's why I never judge nobody at what period they are at in life. Because everybody sees the world differently. We all in the same world, but we all see it differently. You know, so change the stuff you look at. You don't have to take breaks from social media. You don't have to delete your social media account. None of that. Just unfollow everything you don't want to see. On YouTube, change your algorithm up. That's very important, man. Because now everybody knows that negative energy, negative content, talking down on people, gossiping about people, everybody know that gets views because most people are low vibrational. So all the low vibrational people are going to go to that. You don't want to be a part of that. You want to be on a level where you raising your vibration. And I hate using those terms, but it just makes sense. You want to be on a level where you learning about your life, not listening to people talk about others. You wasting your time. You don't know when you go die. You get in a car, God forbid, you get in a car accident, and instead of you learning some stuff, instead of you learning about your life or whatever like that, to give you some motivation for what you about to go through, you will listen to some shit about a little baby. Come on, man. We gotta start back challenging ourselves and not being so depressed because we think everybody else got their life figured out, that everybody else living this best life. Don't worry about their life, man. Stay in your lane. Don't even watch their stuff. That's what I do. If I don't like something, I just don't watch it. And your whole world gonna be good. If you don't like somebody, don't watch nothing they do. And you gonna be able to flow naturally when you do whatever you do, whether it's photography, music, YouTuber, because you didn't give your energy to that. You don't have to be around somebody to have that negative energy around you. That energy can come from the phone. It can come through the phone. Your energy is important, man. Guard your energy at all costs. Be careful what you give your energy to. That's so important. So I know it's Sunday, man. You feel like you behind in life. Hey, man, this week, let's get some new goals. This week, let's get a new mindset. This week, some new challenges. That's it. I'm out, man. Y'all have a great week. Y'all be safe, man. Like I said, challenge yourself. Challenge yourself and protect your energy. I'm out.